Hello, welcome to Gav's Drams. I was at the Cadenhead courtyard at the weekend and I had an absolutely fabulous time. I'd like to thank a lot of people for meeting them, but I'd like to thank Ruth for her hospitality on the Saturday night when she invited us all back to our little pad and we had some fabulous whiskies and great company. So I would like to thank Ruth for that. I've got a lot to review from Campbelltown. However, when I got home, the Cadenhead's pack came in, and these go on sale, on Friday. So I've got to do them. And whether I'll do one tonight, I don't know whether I'll get the other one done, but I want to get them out before Thursday. So the Cadenhead's pack, I'm going to pour these two first. So there's 6. So I'm going to do 2 a night. I'm going to do 2. They're there. Pour these first. Have a wee chat about the pack. And it's quite an interesting pack. Look at the difference in colour in the two. Right. What's the pack called? Pack's called Enigma because they've got 2 enigmas in it, and we'll talk about them when we get to them. I don't think it's that expensive. Anyway, they've got a Dailuaine 12-year-old, 46%, £45. A Tomatin 16-year-old, 46%, £70. That's the 2 of pour tonight. They've got a Benriach 12-year-old, £60, 46%. They've got a Highland single malt whiskey. That's one of the enigmas. No, it's no. Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. Doesn't say what it is, and it's 44% it is, and it's coming in at £450. If I get an idea what it is, I will talk about that when I do it, and I'll give you a couple of hints on it. I've actually ordered it, so hopefully I'll get a wee taste of it and we'll see what it's like. Number 5, Craig Allachie, 18 years of age, 46%, and it's coming in at £85. Single malt Scotch whisky from the Orkney. That's the other enigma. We can all guess what that is. It's a 1.8, 57%. No, sorry. Yes, it is. But again, they're not saying what it is. However, if it's from Orkney, you can have a good guess what it is. Because Scapa don't give anything out to the independents that I know of. Right, so let's look at 1 and 2 tonight. And I'll get them out and then I'll do the other ones when I get them. So we've got a Dailuaine 12-year-old and a Tomatin 16-year-old. So it's the Dailuaine is £45. The 12-year-old matured in a bourbon hogshead. Now you can see the difference in the colour. So we'll have a wee look at the legs in it as we do. And they're holding quite tight. You think these glasses are clean to hold them up to the light. I'll get a wee sugar. It's a bourbon nose, so sometimes you have problems with it. Well, I have problems with a bourbon nose sometimes. But £45 is a decent price for a 12-year-old. Dailuaine's normally thick. Dailuaine's it's always got a perfumey taste, a funny taste for me. So, and there's that nose in a Dailuaine. To me, it's kind of perfumey. I've always find that with Dailuaine. There's something I'm trying to think what it is. It'll come to me. Aniseed. Yep, it's kind of aniseedy. I always find Dailuaine aniseedy. What does it say? Apple crumble, honeycomb blossom, ice and sugar, marzipan, lemon sherbet, um, apple cake, candied grapes, salted popcorn. The finish, soft spice, kiwi chocolate, and fresh wood. I always get that taste. I always get that smell with a Dailuaine. Excuse me. The tomato of a drink. The tomatin, which is a 16-year and it's 70. Let's see what that is. Matured in a manzanilla hogshead. Now this will be completely different. Let's look at the legs in that. No comparing them with each other, really, because they're two. Excuse me, they're two different whiskies. I'm joking. No jokes. And let's have a wee nose at this one. That's kind of Christmas cake for me. There's marzipan in that for me, and there's not much nose prickle either, but that's quite different. So let's have a wee look at the taste of them. Wee sugar. You're getting that taste. I don't know what it is, as I say. It's a weird, I always get a weird taste with Dailuaine. It's like a perfumey taste. I always get that. Tomatin, I'm not a big fan of. We'll see how it goes. It might be different in the manzanilla cask. There's a wee bit of brandy there. It is kind of Christmassy orientated, I think. Definitely is. Brandy snaps, aye. Banana, chamomile tea. I'm not sure what chamomile tea tastes like. Oh, I get the brandy snaps. I get that. I don't know whether I'm daft about these two. It depends what you're liking. To me, that doesn't taste like your normal bourbon because it's got that taste. I wish I could explain it better. This is definitely, to me, this is Christmassy orientated. There's no doubt about it, and I think it's the taste of brandy, it does it. It's quite thick in the mouthfeel. I'll need to watch. I've been drinking so many good drams at the weekend, and I mean good drams. And then you kind of taste these. They're kind of in first division as the drams I was tasting at the weekend were super cup stuff, and I mean unbelievable stuff at the weekend. They're okay. I wouldn't go daft for them. Sorry about that, but I just wouldn't. I don't know what I can say. I always get that weird taste with Dailuaine. And the tomatin, I've never been a fan of. I thought the manzanilla cask might do something different, but it's not really. So what I'll do is I'll put a wee bit of water in them just to see if that does anything. Okay, look at the colour of that Dailuaine. I mean, it's like straw. Now, The water gives that a different nose completely. The water completely changes that nose. Aniseed. There's definitely aniseed coming from it. Could be cinnamon, aniseed, that kind of nose. But water just, yep, different. And you hear a lot of people don't put water in whiskey. Well, I'm sorry, I think you've got to put water in all whiskies unless they're really old whiskies. And then maybe some of the stuff we're drinking the weekend, you wouldn't put water near it. Okay. See, that's better. That was probably a whiskey I would say I'd never liked. Wasn't, but you put a bit of water in it. There's a bit of aniseed coming through it. That is better. I could sit and drink that now, as where I couldn't drink the one before. It's amazing how water changes a whiskey. Amazing. Now let's have a look at this with water in it. I can see where the apple crumble is as well. That just takes it up a level. Put it out. See what we've got here. It's different. Still getting it. I see where they're getting the brandy snaps. Sugar. I'm going to say demerara sugar with that. What is that saying? It says very buttery cognac brandy snaps. Yep, without a doubt. What? I don't know what that is. Caramel tea, orange peel, milk chocolate, cardamom, maybe salted bit. With my initial taste, I wasn't really too impressed with the Dailuaine, but I've got to admit the water has changed it completely, and I quite like it. There was no really changing that. So that's them for tonight. As you see, I'm putting thumbnails on now. The thing with the pack, the thumbnail with the packs is going to be the same, but I'll change what we're drinking. I like to have a nice thumb made up for this, which I quite like, and it's got Dailuaine and Tomatin. The thumbnail will be the same for 3 and 4, but I'll put Ben Riach and a Highland single malt in there. Thumbnail will be the same for number 5 and 6 because it's a Cadenhead's pack. I'm quite happy with it. I got one person, and one of them saying that they don't like the idea of AIs in the thumbnails. Well, for me, it's easy. You just say what you want to say, and it makes up a thumbnail, and it gives you 6 choices, which is good. The Springbank one, yes, it said Springbank in the bottle, but it wasn't the official bottle. And this person I didn't think that was good. So that annoyed me a wee bit. And then in my last video, I don't know whether you saw it, the Lagavulin one, a couple of people wrote in and says, oh, the thumbnail's brilliant. So you can't please everybody. So I can only do my best and try and make it exciting. Try and make it like you get drawn into it. So that's all I can do. So press the bell, press the subs button. It's going to be a busy week. I'll get Springbank coming to club tomorrow, which is good. We've got a full house tomorrow. And I've got a couple of things I want to do as well. So thank you very much for watching Gav's Drams. It is appreciated. Stay safe, and I'll try and get this pack done and out for Thursday. Thank you very much. Bye.